I survived my mom's household because I had fire and I had strength. I had a voice that she couldn't touch, and she resented that fire. She hated that I could stand up and speak because she never had the same to do that for herself. The only time my mom ever raised her voice with conviction is when she was raging at me. That was her idea of power and strength. I survived her hoarding, her neglect, toxic marriage. All that heat she gave me, it was misplaced. She should have dealt with the resentment she carried in her toxic marriage instead of offloading that onto me. She took all her anger, all her resentment, all her failures, her inability to handle life out on her daughter, who didn't deserve any of it, didn't do anything wrong. I don't know, it doesn't bring me healing to know that her rage was never about me, what she couldn't handle in herself and her marriage. Understanding where that heat came from doesn't heal. I absorbed the blows from her, from my stepdad, from my brother, everybody offloading on me. I was the scapegoat. I had to adapt in order to survive. Never faced the real source of her resentment. I am not the reason because I didn't do anything. It's like you're paying for a crime that you didn't commit. That's what it's like being a scapegoat. It's like you get to pay the price. What I went through was abuse. Period. Oh, there's two sides to every story. It was abuse. And it left a mark. Because I've already experienced hurt from the world. And she has seen me be in pain from that. And she could never be my safe place either. So I never got to escape. I trusted her. Since I was a little girl, I trusted her to keep me safe. I was never the source of resentment because I didn't do anything to anyone. There was no reason for me to carry anyone's pain because I didn't cause it. I didn't hurt anyone. I didn't deserve it. And then I'm still getting scapegoated while I'm doing the hard work to heal my nervous system and my body that I'm struggling with. It's maddening. I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to process my trauma. And then my mom's mom has the audacity, still getting scapegoated when I'm not even around and being emotionally abused. I wasn't the source of anyone's pain. My voice, my presence, my fire was treated as a problem. Me being hurt and being in pain was also a problem. That's trauma. Still try to paint me as a problem as if I was the source of any of y'all's pain or suffering. It's actually the opposite. You all were the source of my pain and suffering. This family is crazy as fuck. They don't make any sense. They don't have empathy. I can't be around people like that. I can't be around people who don't have the emotional intelligence to be kind. You can't see your own flaws, your own damage, and own it the way that you hurt others. You're a dangerous person. If you have no self-awareness, you're a dangerous person. You're not safe. No wonder I have this fire in me because I need crazy people to stay the fuck away from me. I have to have that raw, unshakable boundary because otherwise it's like being attacked for no reason. Like being hated for literally no reason. Being used as a punching bag for literally no reason. My mom doesn't have empathy or self-awareness to ever look me in the eyes and understand my pain. She spent so much of her life just focused on herself, resentment, her appearances, how she looks to people. Genuinely connecting with me, trying to understand my experience, she's not capable of it. My boundaries and my fire protects me from that lack of empathy. Heartbreak is like, I survived a lot. I was emotionally abused. I was trying to love people that were sick and personality disordered, that just can't see my goodness and my good heart for what it is. My heart, my effort, my care doesn't even matter. No matter how much I love, no matter how much I give, no matter how much I understand, never valued, it's never reciprocated and returned, it's never appreciated, it's never recognized. I have a very tender, sensitive heart. I can remember is just growing up saying this hurts me and standing up for myself and trying to have boundaries. I just remember a lot of crying and heartbreak, feeling like no one saw me and no one cared. Oh my, the villain when I feel this deeply. I'm constantly hurt. It doesn't make sense. I'm just trying to love and connect with people, give care, to, laugh and just be a presence. It makes sense for me to be the source of anyone's resentment. All I want is love and to connect. I was never a bad kid. I was never difficult. I didn't go out partying. I didn't do anything crazy to my parents or my family. Always had respect for them, even when I was being treated like shit. If they ever needed money, I was the first one to give it. I would give the shirt off my back for anyone. That's just me. I'm just a lover. I'm just loyal. I'm just protective. Like, I will have your back. Yet I was still treated like a problem. That's the injustice of it all, is you just feel like ugly around these people. They felt so ugly. They dismissed my love. They dismissed my boundaries and my authentic self. They refused to acknowledge my goodness, my tenderness, my love, and my fire. It makes anybody start to feel ugly, not physically, but like emotionally and spiritually. But that ugliness was never mine. It was projected. Their cruelty, their lack of empathy, their rage, their violence, actions, their words just made me feel so ugly and like something was just wrong with me. The truth is, they were ugly inside. They were carrying that bitterness, that rage, selfishness, their lack of empathy. They are internally dysfunctional, not a reflection of who I am. They projected all their darkness onto me. So their inner ugliness had nothing to do with me, but it doesn't change the fact that I went through what I went through. Damage has been done. No one can take away the heartbreaks and the constant tension. Treated like a problem when I wasn't. Healing from narcissistic abuse and now autoimmune issues both require protecting my energy, nurturing myself, and surrounding myself with people that feed my body, mind, and spirit in a healthy way. Being close with God, the center that keeps me anchored, me a source of guidance and unconditional love. Acting with people who do understand, genuinely love, support me, replenishes my nervous system and my soul. Steering clear of people that can't connect, toxic, narcissistic, dismissive people prevents me from re-traumatization. Not that I hated anyone. It's not that my attitude is from hate. My dislike, my distance came from knowing that these people were not safe for me. I knew that they would just keep hurting me, but I didn't know how to escape them. Self-protection shaped how I protected myself. It wasn't cruelty, it was my survival. And I've been in fight or flight mode my whole life. Never felt a sense of rest. My mom's mom would say, "Oh, you're a hater. You hate us. You don't come around." No, I'm not a hater, actually. I've been through a lot of pain. I've seen the dysfunction. I've seen the lack of self-awareness, the abuse. I know how I could be around my mother comfortably, knowing that she takes her resentment and anger out on me and saying cruel things to her daughter, and watching her daughter be abused by her husband, not caring how her daughter feels. I believe her daughter must have felt and scared her. She felt she didn't care about my emotional health or physical health. So people that don't have the capacity. My brother was also a part of that abusive pattern and just watched it happen like it's normal. I guess narcissistic people don't have common sense. How dumb can you be and still fucking breathe? I guess narcissistic people don't have empathy and they don't have the capacity to see what's actually happening. Narcissistic people literally have no common sense. It's like, hello, you stupid loser. Do you not see why I'm acting the way I'm acting and why I'm being self-protective? No, you have no clue because you can't see past yourself or resentment or your need to control. Like, their perspective is so self-centered. They don't understand cause and effect. They don't see cause and effect. Like, they're really fucking stupid. Growing up, I would look at my mom like she was a dumbass bitch because I'm just like, she has no common sense. How does she not see how this would affect somebody and their feelings? Common sense comes from naturally understanding others' experiences, and that's very hard for narcissistic people to do. All my reactions were a form of protection and truth-telling. Every time I would roll my eyes, I was responding to the lack of self-awareness anytime I'd roll my eyes, side glances, my tone. Natural responses to people behaving in a very absurd way, blind to the consequences of their actions. Surrounded by people who can't see or feel the impact of their behavior, reacting in disrespect is inevitable. It's like, do you even get what you're doing to me? On a emotional level, on a mental level? Survival and clarity in the face of nonsense. No fucking common sense. Cruelty and lack of empathy affected me. I have a right to question my boundaries.